What's up, guys? Before we get into it, if you like this content, please like the video. Help me out with the algorithm so we can get this content out to more people. As you know, we were recently talking about the most recent Bitcoin rally. Okay, we saw Bitcoin have a nice little rally. We discussed it, and we came to the conclusion that Bitcoin would have to retrace. Okay, we don't expect a bullish pattern to play out and Bitcoin to just enter a bull market. That's not what we expect. And we did a breakdown on the economics of that. We charted it out and we came to that conclusion. Now, I want to show up another piece of data that's very important to actually show why we're going to see good prices in Bitcoin and going to see better prices. And this is how this is doubling down on my conviction. If you did not see our previous arguments, please take a look at the video in the description. We do a full breakdown of exactly why the American population will not be able to take advantage of these opportunities. The amount of savings will be nothing. The credit card debt is spiking to all-time highs. Student loans are starting back this month. And there are a lot of events that we put together to correlate the American general population having no money at all to invest. And then we kind of correlated that on top, or extrapolated that on top of the best Bitcoin prices. Okay, so this is fascinating to me because I'm always looking at these historical events, and I'm always fascinated as to why the general population cannot escape poverty, or the general population cannot, increase their tax bracket, or jump to a higher rung in the economic, ladder, right? So that's kind of something that fascinates me. And I'm starting to understand exactly why it happens. And that's because we end up in these situations where we just can't take advantage of the opportunities. So check out that check out that video in the description. All right, so a quick Google search of Bitcoin prices, and you can see that the Bitcoin price rejection narrative is everywhere, right? Oh, Bitcoin has been rejected, yada, yada, right? So we kind of expected this. I want to jump to the next piece of interesting information, though. So this article says August job openings top 9.6 million, more than the expected as the labor market remains strong. This is actually, this isn't positive information. This sounds positive, but this isn't positive when it comes to the idea of a bull market, right? This is actually not good, right? But this is positive in terms of more opportunity to buy, okay? So we already talked about in the video in the description, we already talked about the fact that inflation is why we raise interest rates. The Fed is raising interest rates to slow down inflation. Okay. More jobs is a sign that we're not fighting inflation hard enough. The fight is not won yet, right? As we slow inflation, jobs should start to fall off, right? That the jobs start to fall, and then we should see the spending start to fall, and people become more scared, and their expenses get tighter. We're already seeing the effects of no savings, really. We're seeing that dwindle. We're seeing the credit cards increase. We're seeing these things. But jobs openings mean people have job options. We're also going to see the job options dwindle as well, right? And that's going to be a sign that, okay, now we're getting to a spot where inflation is starting to be under control. So when I see this information, it tells me that in November, there's a good chance that we're going to see an interest rate hike. Okay, we'll be looking at the FOMC meeting to see what the interest rates do, what Powell decides to do. But I'm thinking that we're going to see another interest rate hike. Okay, what this means is that's going to actually make it unincentivizing for businesses to grow and take out loans, which means there should be less jobs at some point, right? And we should see lower prices. Okay, I think this is going to be what drives us to see a lower Bitcoin price. It lines exactly with some of the ETF buy-ins, right? I think all of these great companies that are getting these ETFs, I don't think all of these companies have bought yet. Okay, a lot of people said, how do you know they haven't bought? I don't think they've bought because we just came from a rally. We rallied all the way up, to 60K. We dumped for a minute, right? I don't think every company bought during the dip, right? So I think they're going to get this price down, and one would think that everyone would take advantage of this opportunity, but no one's going to have money. We already talked about it in the video in the description. No one's going to have money, and no one's going to be able to take advantage of it, all right? So this is all in line with what we expected. We're going to have more buy opportunities coming forward. October may very well end positive as everyone is actually speculating. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Bitcoin is likely to go down and test lower areas, especially the 20,000 area. Okay, but I've got buy orders already in place for 15,000, 20,000, 15,000, and 12,000. Okay, I am super aggressive with those buys because if I can get those buy orders, I think I set my family up for to accelerate to generational wealth faster than my initial slower game plan that compared to that idea. Okay, so I wanted to get this video out because we just talked about the recent Bitcoin pump, and we also talked about how we think it'll get rejected and how we think we're going to test these lower ranges. This data just validates that more for me, and I'm looking forward to that FOMC meeting in November to actually see if our narrative kind of plays out. All right, so with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. If you like this content, please hit the like button. I'm trying to keep you all updated as we move forward. I want to get into all the different ecosystems of crypto and kind of go into some deeper dives into crypto specifically. But I have to show you all what I'm thinking, and I'm trying to let you all know that I'm there for you and I'm with you as we go through and create generational wealth through investing and crypto in general. Okay? With that being said, peace.